This is your tribal teacher again. My goal is to encourage conversation with you and your young adolescent children, boy or girl, to help them with some skills. Let us talk to them. The conversation skills again, 4 skills. 1, you're creating conversation. What does that mean? It means you start talking. You start the topic. 2nd, you are expanding on your conversation, giving more information, explaining more. 3rd, you can support what you're saying, not just with your words because mommy or daddy says so, but because you have some strong legal truths to show the children to support what you're saying. And 4, you can negotiate your way into getting them to listen to what you have to say. Why? Because they're adolescents. Their body has experienced puberty, or they are experiencing puberty, and truly they are not familiar with what mood swings what can happen, what to expect, how to handle it when it does happen. And you need to be paying attention yourself as to what mood they're in, how they're coming on to you, what their nonverbal skills are showing, what are their behaviors as their bodies move through a very drastic change called puberty. Now, today's story, we're talking about a trapped young lady. Her name is Colleen, and she is a middle school young lady, the oldest of 4 children. She's raised by a single mom in a home, and her mom is young because her mom was also a teenage pregnancy when she had Colleen. Colleen is now 14 years old, 8th grade student. She has 3 younger siblings, and she loves her brothers and sisters. She loves her mom. She does not know her daddy, and he's not in the picture at all. Her mom is young also, looks like she could be Colleen's big sister. Her name is Celia. So Colleen and Celia, with her 3 younger brothers and sisters, they are living in a single family home. Today's focus word is trapped, and our key word is mutual respect. Now, Colleen goes to school, and her mom is there most of the time, unless she has found a new boyfriend. In today's story, we're talking about this new boyfriend. His name is Charles. Charles has gotten with Colleen and her family. The children know him, and Colleen knows him. Colleen knows that this Charles is just one of the series of boyfriends that her mom has had, and that this one is no good for her mom. But she doesn't want to spoil her mom's happiness because her mom seems to be more relaxed and more pleasing, and basically tries to do good by them with Charles in the background. Now, Colleen noticed that Celia, her mom, when she goes with Charles, and she goes away for days, sometimes she comes back, sometimes she doesn't, she goes away, and Charles is known to get her drunk. When does Colleen know that mom was drunk? She knows that if mom is drunk, she will have forgotten to cook dinner for them daily, and she will have also not washed the clothes, and the home will not be organized. Now, on a regular day, a regular mommy Celia, her home is well organized. She's very clean. She's a good soul. The moment she gets a new boyfriend, though, based on the kind of person he is, Colleen picks up on the fact that her mom is forgetting her chores. She doesn't cook dinner. She does not come home at night. She leaves them in the home. No clean clothes, nothing to handle them for the next day. This is the case with Charles. Charles is fairly new boyfriend. They don't mind him. He doesn't mind them. But he does take away her mom 2 and 3 days at a time. When this happens, since Colleen is the oldest girl of the 4 children, she steps up to the challenge. She comes home from school. She cooks dinner. She picks up her brothers and sisters at their schools and bring them home. And she makes sure she washes the clothes. She takes care of them, helps them with the homework, takes care of her homework. And the next day, with or without her mom, her life goes on normally. What has happened is, because of the stress, extra stress that is on Colleen, she has found some new friends at school. It's called peer pressure. They have encouraged her to ditch classes to come to the bathroom and smoke weed with them. Could be cigarettes or weed, whatever they were able to get. And she has gone with them because she wants to be accepted. She wants to be in with the in crowd. She wants to feel popular with her new friends. So she was invited to a party called a ditching party. And a ditching party, for parents who don't know, this is when they leave the home as if they're going to school, but they end up at a predetermined location where they have sex with all the girls. The boys usually arrange it. They bring the beer and they bring pizza and they have the music, and the girls are invited there, and each boy will have sex with each girls. It's almost like an orgy, but it's with younger people, usually adolescents, and it's usually happening at a ditching party at a home of one of the group members, one of the teenagers, whose parent is not home for that day or whose parents went on vacation. So this is how they have the home by themselves. They do music, they smoke weed, they drink whatever malt liquor they can get their hands on, and then they get to the bedroom and everyone has sex with everyone. This is the type of thing that happens right now in our urban cities and in our suburban cities, and in Colleen's case, it was no different. Now, Colleen was invited to a ditching party. She accepted the invitation. She did not tell her mom where she was going to be. Her mom was home that night that she decided to go to the party, and her brothers and sisters were not her concern. So Colleen went to the party. She started drinking malt liquor beer. She enjoyed the music and the new friends. They were smoking weed. They were doing reefers, cigarettes, and anything else they could get their hands on. And then she was invited to the bedroom. She told him no, but she did not have her faculties with her. She was under the influence of malt liquor beer, which is a drug with high levels of alcohol, and she drank it, smoked weed, and she was fully dressed. She fell asleep on the sofa, and when she woke up, she was awakened by her mom standing over her, screaming at her, but she was totally naked, in their words, butt naked, and she did not know what had happened. She had no memory. It appears from what has happened with Colleen that she went to the ditching party. She knows she did that. She knows she was smoking. She knows she was drinking malt liquor beer, and those are the big cans. And she knows that she was fully clothed when she arrived at the party. So when she woke up, her mom is over her screaming. She had a big headache, and her mom is very upset with her. What could we have done to help Colleen to make better decisions with her life? Should she have said to her friends at school, these are her newfound friends, that they should not invite her to the party? Could she have said no? Do you think she remembered what happened to her clothes? When her mom was in the room waking her up, someone must have called her mom. Someone must have recognized her, usually the mom's house where the party was. And her mom was there with her, and she did not know where her clothes was. Because you know why? She did not take them off. She does not know what had happened to her. She was raped by all the boys at the party. They usually take turns having sex with a new girl, and she was the new girl in the group. Nobody tipped her off as to what happens at a ditching party. Nobody tipped her off as to what behaviors to avoid. What could Colleen have done? What skills could Colleen's mother have equipped her with so she would not have been a victim of this kind of party? Do you think Colleen's mother, Celia, was a good mother, disappearing for 2 and 3 days at a time with her new boyfriend, Charles? What could Colleen have done differently? Do you have any suggestions? No, let's talk. You have to talk. Show this to your child. Sit with them and watch it. And what we're talking about is too hot to handle. Is the situation too hot to handle? Are you in possibly the same situation? Are you exhibiting this kind of mistakes with your children? So what other outcomes could have happened to Colleen with this type of situation? Could she have refused to pick up her brothers and sisters from school? Could she have gone around, figured out where Charles lives, and go knock on the door and say, Mom, it's time to come home? Could she have talked to her mom and asked her mom to step up at being a better mom to her? What do you think she could have done as a 14-year-old eighth grader in an urban city with 3 young siblings being raised by a young mother? Her mom was 16 when she had Colleen, so figure right now her mom's about 30, still young, 4 children later, 4 different daddies, and she has no clue where her father is. She does know that the string of boyfriends have been coming, and this one, Charles, he's the one who got her mom drunk, and that's when her mom is drunk. Her mom doesn't come home. She doesn't cook dinner. She doesn't pick up the children at school. There's no washing. And this is where Colleen stepped up and became a secondary mother. Now Colleen feels ashamed. She was found at the ditching party, butt naked. She does not know that all the boys had sex with her because she was completely drunk when she fell asleep on the sofa in the home where they were having the ditching party, and she was fully clothed. When she woke up, Mom standing over her screaming, feeling disappointed. What could Colleen have done to prevent this from happening? Your suggestions are welcomed. Your discussion, I hope you will open discussion with your children. And yes, you do need to talk and listen to them. You must be a good listener. Is this happening with your children already? What can you do to help this situation? What could you do to help Celia? Because she does need help. Is she a good mother? That's your choice, your checklist. What about Colleen? She's a young lady, 8th grade. She has graduation coming up. What will happen to her 3 young siblings who's paying attention to this kind of behavior in the home? Can we get the little boys at the party, every single one of them, for statutory rape? Or was there something else that we could have done to help her to stop smoking at school in the bathroom? Could there be some other kind of supervisory aid or attention or information that we could have given her? Your comments, your open discussion is what I'm hoping to encourage so we can move the young people forward in their lifestyle, their lifestyle choices, and give them some life skills that will help them.